This teaching is intended for women, and it's about the parable of the fig tree. And it is in Mark chapter 13, verse 28. This is a command, by the way. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender and put forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even as at the door. Verily I say unto you, at this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. So the porter to watch. Watch therefore, for you know not when the master of the house is coming, at midnight or cock crowing or in the morning, lest suddenly he find you sleeping. And I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Okay, so all are to watch. Now, so what does it mean to watch? This is in Ezekiel, and this is chapter 33. And you can read this also in 2 and 3, but this is easier, or I'm just jumped here. So anyway, verse 7, So thou, O son of man, I have set thee as a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the words at my mouth, and warn them from me. You're to warn them. When I say unto the wicked man that shall surely die, if thou do not speak to warn the wicked from his ways, wicked man shall die in his iniquity, and I will require, the blood will I require at thy hands. So, you need to know that you're going to be required if you're not keeping the royal law, which is in James 2:8. Tells you to love thy neighbor as thyself. How to do that is in Leviticus 19:15-18, which means to rebuke sin and not suffer sin on people, on your neighbor. So the reason he tells you about the house of Israel, if you think you're not included, well, Matthew 15:24 tells you the Messiah says, I'm not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, because the pastors, and then this is in Jeremiah 23, the pastors have scattered the flock. You can go and read this. So he sets up shepherds to feed them. And then it also tells you that in the latter days, you will consider this perfectly. Right there, consider it perfectly in the latter days if you think this doesn't apply to you. And then if you jump over to Jeremiah 3, it tells you he's going to give you pastures according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So, and then if you jump to Acts 20, this is critical that you understand this, and only have 15 seconds left. So, wherefore the blood of all men, Paul's telling you to take heed that he's part of the church. You're to warn them and not to spare the flock. Therefore watch. It's very important. Go and read this. And he ceased not to warn everyone with tears.